Well, I got a job at a TV station when I was in college. Went in the newsroom and I was hooked.
What was your job?
I had a very entry-level job, where you see, like if I was interviewing Ruthie Rogers, and I type out Ruthie Rogers and your title. I was a person
Yeah.
that did that. I'd get the scripts, rip the scripts, and give them to the anchors, roll the prompter. Back then, where they're reading, so it was very entry level. But I say you can, if you're really serious and really good, you can parlay an entry level job into something else, and that is what I did.
So tell me about that. Yeah.
So this was at, I graduated from University of Maryland. I got a job while I was in college, I was working at a TV station in Washington. And then when I graduated, I got a job in Baltimore, Maryland. You can do creative writing on your resume without lying, but very creative writing. And I got a job. And I always say to people, you want to make sure the boss knows your name, not in a bad way, like, oh my God, she's so obnoxious, da 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 da. You want somebody who knows, I was the kind of kid, is there anything I can do? Or can I go out on a story with you? Or I tried writing this, could you take a look? So, I'd volunteer to work on holidays or weekends or whatever it took to make myself useful is what I did. And then you get noticed and people start calling on you and asking you to do things.
I think as on the other side now that we're both on the other side of that table. Don't you notice it when people do it with you?
Yes, yes.
I remember, do you know David Putnam, producer in great films? He was looking for an assistant. Everybody kept, trying to impress him.
Yeah.
And then this young person said, Mr. Putnam, I will make you the best cup of coffee you've ever had. You're hired.
That was
and it was
it?
just something about the simplicity and the passion
that,
and wanting
yes.
to do something.
Yes.
Really.
Yes,
It's
that's why,
fun.
Ruthie, when people come in and they're interns, you can tell. There are some interns that are looking at their watch like, oh my God, how much longer is this going to be? And others that are really
Yeah.
eager. And there's a way to do it without kissing ass.
No,
You
yeah,
can tell
and
the
we as
difference.
employers don't want to take the person necessarily who'll make us the best cup of coffee.
Yes.
We want to take somebody who's curious.
Yes, curious.
That's the one, when people ask me what I look for in an interview, I always say curiosity.
Yes.
I think.
I
And
was told
everything.
as a kid that I was nosy. I hate that word nosy.
Yeah, and we don't like that.
I
Not
don't like
bossy,
it.
not nosy. No, I agree.
I said,
Yeah.
I'm not nosy, I'm curious.
Curious,
There is
yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
So tell me more about.
So I got into a reporter training program back at DC.
And what year, what decade are we in?
Like we're in the 70s.
Do you think it's changed the way you did it?
Digital makes it different, but I think, the work ethic doesn't change. I mean, I applied for this reporter training program and I didn't get it the first time. And I thought that I was a shoo-in because I knew everybody who was interviewing me. It was at my old station. I said, they know me. I think they like me. And I didn't get it. They only had 4 slots. And I remember being stunned that I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And so I went to the boss, and he's in his office, and he's reading a newspaper, and his feet are up on the table, which is, never a good sign. And I walked in, and he went, yes. And I went, well, I was just curious about why I didn't get the reporter training program because, I've been here, and I think you all are familiar with my work, and it just didn't seem fair to me. And he's sitting there, he doesn't miss a beat. He's reading the newspaper. He goes, Gayle, life ain't fair. Anything else? I mean, you just kind of go,
Yeah.
no, sir, thank you for your time. I mean, I was so
What a
thrown
great
by
thing
that.
to do. What a great thing to
But
not
Ruthie,
be
it
able-
was such a
'cause you-
lesson.
tell-
Life ain't fair. You don't always get what you think you're supposed to get. You don't always get even what you think you deserve. Sometimes life ain't fair. It has nothing to do with you. And so that was a really, really defining moment for me.
And then what did you do?
To know, well, so then I applied and got another job.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
ended up in Baltimore as a production assistant, the entry-level position. And I did that, and then I got my first real job, where you're Gayle King, Action News, in Kansas City, Missouri. I applied all over the country and got this job in Kansas City, Missouri. I had my little resume tape. And I can remember being out on my first live shot. There was breaking news. I was supposed to interview the police chief, and I was very nervous. My clothes hadn't come, from moving cross country. I'm wearing the same thing I'd worn 2 days in a row. So I called one of my mentors and I said, Bruce, I'm so nervous. My clothes haven't come. It's breaking news. I'm about to meet the police chief and I'm not sure what to do, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, oh, grow up, and hung up the phone. That was lesson number 2. You know, where you go,
Life is-
hello? Hello? Because you can't believe I've called
Yeah.
you in distress.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, grow up. Click.
Wow.
But
Wow.
Ruthie, in the moment, it's shocking. It's shocking. And then you got to put on your big girl panties and figure it out.
Yeah.